So, talking about some things tonight on this late night chat that we haven't did in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where should we start? Should we start with should we just get into it or should we ease into it?
Let's ease into her.
Alright. So, air compressor. Fixed. So what had happened was
I was literally about to do the same thing.
I was working on this other build using a nail gun.
He broke it.
Whoa, let's calm down. I didn't break it. The air compressor broke itself. So using a nail gun, all of a sudden a lot of air is happening in the corner where the air compressor is. I'm like, huh. So I walk over. Well, where the air hooks into the air compressor, it had because look, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, our air compressor dances. Just dances the whole time it runs. So it had loosened where the air hose plugs in. So I tightened that up, plugged it in, turned the air compressor on, go back to doing what I was doing, nail gun won't work. I'm like, oh crap, I broke the nail gun. Trying to figure it out, can't figure it out. She comes out in the garage. I'm like, yo, the nail gun won't work. She tries, won't work. She says, the air compressor seems like it's air's coming out of somewhere. And I told her, I'm like, well, it was the hose, but I fixed that.
I could hear it in the house.
And there was air still
It was just an extreme amount of air.
So I'm filling all over the tank, trying to find where this hole, and I rub underneath of it, and I can feel it. And I'm like, oh, I found it. Tip it up. There's a little tiny hole in the bottom of it. How long has it been there? We don't know. We got it from
my stepdad, and when I told him about it, because I asked him if he had one we could borrow, because I wasn't sure that we could fix it, and we were trying to knock out the hope chest and whatever else, and he was like, oh, so it got bigger. I'm like, so it was already there? You could have told me.
Now, we didn't look. We don't know everything. I didn't know. I don't know why. Well, honestly, I don't know why I didn't knew that there was something going wrong. Our air compressor before we fixed it. You turn it on and it just constantly ran. It never built up pressure and then shut off. It just ran the whole time, which I'm surprised nobody's ever said anything.
No.
I was thinking about it today. I'm like, man. Not one person ever commented and was like, yo, I think something's going on with your air compressor. It never shuts off. So we find the hole. We're like, oh, that's nice. She did some research. We JB welded it. We used it all day pretty much.
Yeah.
And
the last 2 days, actually.
It's been fine.
It's better than ever.
It's better than what it was before the hole happened because now it shuts off.
Yeah, so you can actually have a conversation and not have to turn it off. Or you can be working and not have to worry about turning it off.
So air compressor's fixed. Your cooking videos? How many you got coming? Dude, don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Stay on mom. We've already posted one this week. I have one that needs to be posted, which we'll post it tonight or early morning, and
probably come out in the morning.
2 more coming out this week.
Like she said,
unless something changes. But
part 2 of the Hope Chest should come out Monday, and there might be a bonus build video coming out, or we may just stay on schedule with it. But more builds are to come. More videos are to come. Let's see. We didn't go live tonight because we were trying to knock out a bunch. Like the air compressor taking a crap on us kind of put us behind a little bit, so we were trying to catch up. That's pretty much like what we did today. Plus, she filmed a cooking video, so that's why there's no live.
Plus
Saturday though, for sure.
We've been kind of busy the last couple days.
Yeah, lots been going on.
I had to go to court.
Yeah. I got fired from my job Friday.
No, it was a good reason why. Well, it depends on how you look at it. I went to court with my stepdad to divorce my mom.
Yeah.
I was his witness. It sounds so horrible. That's life, guys. Our life is just all over the place right now.
Like, it's like we're up, we're riding that wave, and then we just crash. But, so yeah, I got fired Friday. No fault of mine. Not
fully your fault.
Not technically. I feel like I shouldn't have got fired. So let me explain what happened. Going to work Friday. I'm just in a, me, myself, and I type of mood. Like, not in a rude way, just, I'm not really...
Just wanting to be in your own bubble.
Right, I'm not, like, talking much and whatever. I'm just trying to do my job, work, and get out of here. Take some deliveries. I got there at 11. I think maybe around noon, I took my first delivery, took it, and then we were slow, like, the rest of the day. Like, normally, it's like delivery after delivery, or maybe a little bit of time in between deliveries, but this was like just a huge gap of like nothing going on. Nobody calling, no carryouts, like nothing. So I was like, and that's how the whole month has been. It's just been slow,
like month and a half,
and dead. Which they kept telling me like, oh, it's that time of month, like whatever, or that time of year, we're always slow.
Last year you guys were like booming.
Guys, I was there. I've been there for a little, like a year and a month. So last year it was, deliveries, a lot of food going out. So I didn't I was like, all right, whatever. But I was starting to get irritated because, like I'm going on 3 deliveries a day, not even, and like coming home with $5, $10, $15 or whatever, which is not normal the whole time I worked there. Anyways, a delivery comes in. I'm the next one to take it. So I get in the car, I leave. I turn onto this road, and there's a van in front of me. For whatever reason, the speed limit's like 35. This guy was doing like 15, 20, I don't even know. He probably wasn't even hitting the gas pedal. He was just cruising and kept like kind of hitting his brakes. So I'm like, well, okay. It was not double lines. It was single line with the, little hash lines. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go around him. So I go around him, come around. I give him like 2.5 car lengths, like from me to him, before I got over. So I get over and I continue my my journey to the delivery. Drop the delivery off, go back to the shop. Get there. I pull in, I'm backing into a parking spot, and I can see the boss, like he came out the door, or he like walked outside. So I'm like, are you really called because I passed you? So I'm like grabbing all my stuff, I open the door, and he's like, you passed a off-duty police officer, and he said that you cut him off. So I was like, whoa, like, I don't think he was he's in a van. I don't know. He could have been, but
didn't you say it was like a business van? It had like
it had something on it. So I'm like, I don't think he was an undercover cop, man. And I'm like, I didn't cut him off. And then boss didn't even I felt like didn't even hear what I just said, because then he was like, well, he's an undercover cop, and he said you passed him illegally, and cut him off, and I'm gonna have to fire you. And I was like, are you serious? And he was like, yeah. And like, I was like, oh, okay. Now the other boss was there, and he was like, he took the call, he wants you out of here, like there's nothing I can do. And I'm like, you're just gonna take this guy's like word that called and said, oh, I'm a undercover cop, and or an off-duty police officer, and this and that. Like, you're not even gonna like have him prove that, or try to have him prove that. You're not gonna like want to listen to my story, or like what, my side. They didn't want to hear my side. And he pretty much fired me in the parking lot, like right as soon as I got out of my car. So like, didn't even like have the respect to be like, hey, I got a call, me and you have to go to the office and we have to talk. Like, nothing like that. It was just like, you're fired. I'm not, we don't care about your side of the story.
Mind you, like Ty and his boss had just went and like hung out for a few hours at the like cigar shop and everything. So it's just mind blowing. And Ty has had like good attendance. He's only called off twice. One, he was sick, got a doctor's excuse, and then the second time was my dad's funeral.
Like,
which they gave him time. They gave him a few days for that.
Like,
he's never showed up late.
I don't know. It was just
like other people are showing up hours late with no explanation. No one's questioning it. Someone no called, no showed. They, like, the one boss wanted her fired, and then they brought her back. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. It happened.
But I believe, like, God has bigger, better things in store for us. And everything happens for a reason, so that's where we're at.
Which I have an interview tomorrow. So, like, it happened. What are you going to do? There's nothing I can do.
There's no point in us sitting around worried about it. Like, just continue moving on and trying to find something else. And
like, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Like, that happened Friday around like 4. Came home, was mad about it for like 10 minutes. Then I'm like, well, I'm not going to be mad about it. I'm not going to sit here and cry. Like, there's nothing to, can't like reverse time. So I was mad about it for 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, that's it. I'm over it. Started filling out applications. Got an interview tomorrow. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. So you guys will be seeing that. And if not this week, coming up next week. So. But the job that I got an interview for, I will be able to transfer from here when we make the move to Oklahoma. I'll be able to just transfer instead of having to like quit, get down there, try to find a job. So,
which I think that was like, because we've talked about it before, like when we first decided that we were gonna move, and he was like, not getting as much at work. So we talked about like trying to find something that would be easy to transfer to Oklahoma job wise. So I just think like God knew you wouldn't take the steps by yourself. So He's like, here you go.
He was like,
I'm gonna have you fired and then hand you this better opportunity.
I don't know. Just gotta keep moving forward, which we just want to be open with everybody.
Because this is part of the journey, like...
I was literally going to say that. Like, our journey isn't just, like, us moving from Ohio to Oklahoma.
No, it's our whole life journey.
It's our whole life journey.
The point that we started YouTube. So we don't want to leave you guys out. And I know we've mentioned, like, in the live that we have a lot going on. And then I've mentioned it in a couple of, like, the cooking videos. So... And then, like, with the whole court thing, like,
so weird.
my stepdad and mom have been separated for, I call her my egg donor, but
Hmm.
they've been separated for 2 years. She's just, we don't get along. Nobody gets along with her. She's abusive and she's just a mess. So
She's not lying. Like, nobody gets along with her. Like, we've had friends that are like, yo,
she's crazy.
she kind of like freaks me out a little bit. I'm like, I understand.
Yeah, I haven't been in like contact with her for probably like 2.5 years now.
It's been a while. I mean, you see her like little funerals and stuff, but
I don't talk to her.
yeah, you want to keep your distance.
Like, if she does show up, I'll just leave early. Like my uncle's funeral, I just left early. It just isn't worth it.
Plus, you always have some family member like you don't even associate with coming up to you like trying to fix your guys' relationship, and it's like, I don't even know you.
No. She's put me through enough in life that no contact is better. So.
But I just wanted everybody to like know that like no matter what's going on, just have a positive outlook on it. Make jokes. Like, we've been making jokes this whole time. Like, I'm like, man, like Friday, I think it was a Friday night, I looked at her, I'm like, so what do you want to do? I don't got no job. And like, yeah, it's
stressful because we do have a lot going on, and
right,
like
it's
we
stressful.
are worried, but that's just gonna put us in like a worse negative mindset.
Like, I've been there, I've done that, like just being negative, being stressed out to the point where like you just start giving up on things in your head, which then makes it's just nothing but downhill.
Put you through
So like, that's what I said, you know, like it happened. I didn't blow up or flip out at the job. I left, came home, had like 10 minutes to be angry about it. I'm over it. It happened. Only thing I can do to move forward is just put applications in, which I put a bunch in already. You know, just try to set up interviews and hopefully something will work out, which I believe it, you know, it would. It's not like they fired me because I'm a horrible worker or I'm lazy. I don't know why.
Stupid reason.
I don't know why they fired me, to be honest with you. Like, so months ago, I'm on a delivery. I'm cruising down this road. I think the speed limit on the road is like 50. I was going like 45. The speed limit might be 40, but I was going like 45. I'm cruising, you know, listening to music. And I'm coming down this road, and there's two people on the left side of the road. So, in the other lane. I'm coming. All of a sudden, this old dude just runs toward my car, like full dead-on sprint, just takes off, runs towards my car. So I like slam on the brakes and kind of swerve. It got a little aggressive with the guy, you know, like gave him the finger a couple times, told him to like, you know, hey, yourself, you know. But that's because like
that's scary.
That it kind of like
it startled you.
It just kind of threw me off because I'm like, dude, what if I wasn't paying attention, or what if like anything could have happened? Like, what if I hit you? Like, that would have been your fault, but everybody been looking at me like I'm the bad guy because I hit you. And he was mad, and then he came to the shop and was telling them that I was doing like 80, which I'm like, dude, there's no way I was even close to 80. I'm like, I was doing like 45, if anything 50, but I don't think I was doing 50.
Which my aunt is a school bus driver, and she drives that road on her route, and she knows like there's no way that you can do 80 down that road.
It's bumpy, it's messed up, and then
it's a short road. There's like a stop sign, and then you're right at another stop sign.
He wanted to get me fired. Like, he actually called the owner, like just kept calling to get a hold of the owner, and finally him and the owner had to have a talk, and he still wasn't happy with that. But they didn't fire me. They were like, look, we understand, like, you're not, like, just slow down, blah, blah, blah. But they were like, you're fine, you're not going to get fired, whatever. Then, like, this happens, and it's literally, like, just me legally going around somebody, which that's why that's an option, and getting fired for it.
Especially if you're doing 15 and the speed limit's 30, you have a right to go around. Yeah, it just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense to me.
But got to move forward, look forward. Can't mope around and cry about it and not do stuff. Like, we're still building stuff.
No, we just took the extra time that we had together to work on everything.
Right. Putting in apps. Which that's another thing, like with like putting in apps, like I look and then you kinda get that to that point where like it's overwhelming, like you're just constantly just scrolling through, looking at different jobs, and then when I start to like get overwhelmed, I just go do something else. And I'll come back to it. But like I said, like I have an interview set up for tomorrow, so everything will be okay, everything will work out, just gotta stay positive.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I just believe that this is part of the journey and part of God's plan, and
Right, it's like I said, it's not just
He has our backs and He has something in store for us.
it's not just the move from here to Oklahoma. It's everything plus that.
We just wanted to let you guys know and like be up front and honest with you guys.
Let you guys in on this roller coaster that we live. Like again, could be way worse. Could be way worse. So, although it's an obstacle in the path, it's not gonna stop us. We're gonna figure a way around it, over it, under it, through it, and keep on trucking. So, I hope you guys enjoy this shortish late night chat. I hope you enjoy the videos that have come out, that are to come out. Saturday, we will go live. Be there. Don't miss it. I think that's it. I think we also have a new cat. This guy has a girlfriend. This guy has a girlfriend.
Look, she's right there. So be on the lookout for builds.
I didn't say I want 2 cats.
We have some
Who's this broad?
Halloween builds coming up, so that'd be interesting.
Which we have. We have some ideas. We have some ideas and plans in the work. So stick around to find out.
Plus, we have a whole list of builds.
Look, when she says a whole list of builds, she means a whole list of builds.
How you doing, kitty?
This cat looks Japanese.
I don't know if you guys will be able to see her.
There. That's a cat. Hey. What are you doing?
Melody. Melody. How you doing, pretty girl? I posted it on our local Facebook page, and it's one of the neighbor's cats. She's an outside cat. Hi, Melody. Don't you go in that garage.
What's up?
I don't think Trophy knows what to do. Trophy's scared of her.
Trophy's scared of everything. Trophy, don't be no. You be nice.
I can't believe he's scared of her. Like, Trophy, just because you don't have kahunas doesn't mean you have to show that you don't have kahunas. He's like, Mom, come on. He's like, save me, Mom. She's eating your food.
She's like, I don't care.
He's like, as long as I have you, Mom. Look, she's just over there eating.
Do not lay down.
Alright, guys.
We're out.
We're out. Have a good night.
Get out of my face.